10. So we will begin, whether you're joining live today or if you are catching on the replay later, pop in that hashtag replay so I can still come back and answer any questions you have. If you are new to the Yoga Teacher Collaborative, welcome. My name is Laura Green. I am a yoga teacher, a teacher trainer, and a business mentor for yoga teachers. I have been teaching in Southampton for over 11 years, run retreats, workshops, online memberships. Most of the ways you can teach yoga I have done, and I like to use that wealth of expertise to help you thrive both as a yoga teacher, serving your community in the best ways possible, and also in your business. Today we are looking at business and specifically looking at how you are showing up online. Now, when you use the word audit, it is not the most sexy topic, but as yoga teachers, we invariably are creatives, we're juggling many balls, and we need just a little bit of structure to help us stay on track with the things that are of less interest to us. So I really suggest that you do a regular audit, and I'm going to be teaching you how to today, on your online presence to make sure that it is thriving in the best way possible and actually yielding results. A lot of people spend time showing up on social media without getting any results for it. And there's normally just a few tweaks that you can make so that what you're doing is actually leading to more people coming into your yoga class. Now, I suggest that you do a monthly audit, simply because if we set the bar that high at monthly, maybe you'll remember to do it quarterly. Worst case, you'll remember to do it twice a year or even just once a year, but once a year minimum. Right now, August, we know class is a little bit quieter. Now could be a really good time to do your monthly audit or your biannual audit, because we also know that come September, people still have that sort of back to school feel in them and start looking after their physical, mental health, doing new things for them in September. So we want to make sure that your web presence, your online presence, is there ready for the September rush. Same thing goes at the latter half of the year. December's a great time to do this so that your online presence is all nice and shiny for the January rush. But let's just start at a monthly audit. Now, in my mentorship program, there actually is a monthly audit checklist. Now, I am really delighted to share my monthly audit checklist with you, even if you're not in the mentorship program, but it is gold. So I am gonna ask something from you for it. So if you'd like to get your hands on the monthly audit checklist, all you need to do is invite someone to join this group that's a yoga teacher. Now, please don't invite them by pressing the plus invite in the group. Actually share the group link with them in a message, tell them why you love it, ask that they join the group and they answer the questions on the way in. Otherwise, I'm going to talk you through this and let's get writing some notes. First of all, some of you will have heard this before. I want you to look at whatever your online presence is, be it a website, be it Instagram, be it social media, be it Facebook, be it TikTok, be it business listing sites like Google My Business, Yell. Let's think across all of these platforms. What is the most important first golden rule? Please type this golden rule in. Some of you know this and are doing it well, but a lot of you that are new, I'm seeing it's not really happening in your businesses at the moment. Your name and face must be clearly visible across all of your online platform. Okay. If you are new to this group, I know this isn't happening because when you request to join the group, I'm seeing your business name and often it's not connected to your personal name. And then when I reach out to send you a message to say welcome, I want to message you by your name. I want to say, hi Jackie, hi Louise, welcome. And when I look at your online presence, I can't see your name and I feel rude messaging you, hi Forever Yoga. I just made one up. I know that's not your name, that's your business name. I feel rude. And then if I'm just going to go, hi there, hi person, it feels rude. And this makes a disconnect between you and your potential students. They want to know your name. So yeah, by all means, have a brand name for your yoga. That's fine. But you must then make sure your personal name is so visible everywhere. And those of you that I have already mentored, I know you're like, yes, Laura, I know. Go back and check all of your online presence. Is it so obvious what your name is? Okay? Especially when you're using email addresses like admin@Forever Yoga. People buy from people. So audit number 1, go across all of your online presence, social media, website, business listing sites. Is your name obvious? Name, that's your first thing. Second, your face. I know it's hard to put your face out there online because so much of what we see online is polished to perfection and it can make us feel somehow lesser. But and I know, the yoga doesn't care what you look like. Yoga is for every face, everybody, everyone. So we need to be showing up as ourselves, as our face. No more stock photography, please. Get your face real, close up, smiling. Let me see your eyes and your smile. Please, face and name all over your online presence. Okay. Now let's dive into a little bit more. I've been splitting online into business listings, website, social media. So we'll start with business listings because it's the easiest. There are many different free places you can advertise your business, such as Google My Business, Yell, Up My Street. There's lots of them. If you get this, it gives you a list of them. You want to go onto those once a month. Add your business to a new free business listing site. There's yoga specific ones as well, once a month. Go onto any sites you are currently on once a month, maybe once a quarter, once a year. If I say once a month, you'll get something. And check that the information is up to date. Is your class timetable still up to date? Especially with all of the changes we've made during COVID. Go back to the old business listing sites, check it's up to date. And do you have a clear link to how to book? Be that on a booking website, be that email you, be that a booking page on your website. Is it clear? And is there a free incentive or offer for people that found you on the business listing site, such as Yoga Nearby, to come and try a class with you? All right, website. Is your website up to date? Okay. Your website is like your shop window, and you want to be changing your shop window regularly. And it's quite easy for a shop window to get out of date. If we were spring coming into early summer, you'd be really weird if you walked past a shop window and it was full of woolly hats, scarves, and puffer jackets. We have to be up to date, and it's very easy for websites to be out of date. So you need to go to your website. Is it up to date? Is your timetable correct? Is the list of workshops correct? Is what you offer correct? Are all of the links still working? Broken links in a website damage your SEO, how high Google finds you on a site. So you want to go through and check that all of the links on your website are working. There are online software that can do that for you, or do it manually. Does the copy, the words, and the images on your website need a little spruce? Does it still look like you? Or, like me, I've been teaching for 11 years. You need to keep updating those images so it still looks like you, not me 11 years ago. Is it, this is my probably most important one on a website, is it, type this, someone type this to me in the comments, is it obvious who you are, what you do, where you do it, slap bang in your homepage without me having to scroll? On every other page, I need to know who you are, what you do, and where you do it. I am Laura, I'm a yoga teacher in Southampton. Okay, straight, right on the top of your page. Can you simplify your website anywhere? Can you simplify your copy? We know people skim read, whether you're writing for your website, writing for a newsletter, writing for a social media caption. Can you simplify? Can you cut out words? Can you help people to skim read? Because they're gonna skim read whether you help them or not. So help them skim read by using bullet points, highlighting things, putting words into images so that people can very easily get the key information. Is there a clear call to action on every single page of your website? Call to action can be book here for a free class, book your classes today, sign up for the newsletter. Is there one clear action on every page? If there's multiple actions, people don't get confused. One clear action on every page. Is there an opt-in for your email newsletter? And is it working? It's really good to test these things every now and again. Quite a few people I've mentored have said, yes, I have an email opt-in on my website. And then when they've gone and checked it, it wasn't actually working. So they weren't getting any of the email subscribers. And your email list is the most important asset in your business. Is there a blog? And have you updated it with at least one blog post per month? Why write a blog? Okay, that's a whole nother live show on its own. But having a blog, make sure that you're regularly putting new content on your website. The Google algorithm prioritizes websites based on how regularly they're updated. Because if your website is regularly updated, you are accurate. So get a blog post on there so that when somebody Googles yoga in Birmingham and you teach in Birmingham, there's much more chance that you're going to be coming up in those first few results. Again, remember, you can get this. You can get a copy of my monthly audit simply by sharing this group with a friend that's a yoga teacher, inviting them to join, and I will send you a copy of this. Okay, Google My Business. So Google My Business is a free business listing. Make sure you're on it. Google My Business. Then in your monthly audit, have you got at least one review every single month for your business? One review. Get it on Google, get it on Facebook. Ask your students for reviews, testimonials. Every single time I run an event, like a day retreat, I'll send a thank you for coming. If you loved the day, I'd really appreciate a review here. Okay, so make sure that you're getting your reviews. Again, it'll make sure Google's getting you higher in the Google map. Is your Google My Business listing up to date? It's the map. It's the map on Google. Okay. Has it got the correct phone number, correct website, correct email address? Is it really obvious what you do and where you do it? Are there updated photos of you? Is it linked to your website, and is there an offer? Okay, moving on. I know this is a big list and you can get this list into social media. So be it Instagram or Facebook, start with Instagram. Is your profile picture up to date? And with all the love in the world, it had better be your face. Okay? Please, 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 please do not put a logo as your profile picture. People do not engage with logos. People do not go onto social media to be sold to by a business. People go onto social media to be social, to make community, which means they need to see this. They need to see your face and recognize you as a human being they can connect with. And make sure your profile picture is quite close. So it's not your like whole body doing a yoga pose way back on a sunsetted beach. Make sure it's close so they can actually see your eyes, your face, and get a connection, get a vibe with you. Have you been present on your social media at least once a week? You know, kind of ideally a little bit more than that, but at least once a week. Yes, sorry, that is a lecture chirping in the background. Is your bio up to date? A lot of people use the bios on their social media to say clever things or funny things to try and sort of stand out or be different. Don't. Just be clear. Let it be really obvious what you do in your bio and where you do it. Yoga teacher online and Hampshire. So as soon as someone's found you by maybe a reel or something, they can quickly work out what it is that you do. Instagram highlights. Are you using those? It's when you've been doing an Instagram story and you save it to your highlights. For things like a list of your classes, is yours up to date? Mine's not. I always forget. Okay, so you need to try and do that weekly. But are your highlights up to date? Do they help people to understand where your classes are, how to book, maybe some reviews? What are you using your highlights for? Is it functional? Is there a clear call to action in your posts? Do people know who found you on Instagram how to book your classes on Zoom, in person, on your membership? Is it really clear? Because often it's not, okay? So I'll find someone I like on Instagram, like, oh, I fancy doing a class with you. And then it's like hide and seek. How do I find out where their classes are and how to book them? Make that really obvious. And then check your insights. So in Instagram, on the top right-hand corner, you can look at insights. Insights gives you information. Information such as, this is one of the most powerful ones, what is the most popular time of day that your audience is seeing your posts? So most of my Instagram audience see my posts, the most popular time is about 6 p.m. But I'm usually busy teaching at 6 p.m. I tend to be at my desk working in the day, but my audience aren't checking their Instagram. My students aren't checking their Instagram in the day. So I actually have moved, instead of posting right now while I think about it, to using an app, if someone could type this in, called Later. And Later is owned by Instagram, so you don't get any penalizing for using an outside platform. So I write my post as if I'm just about to want to post it now, but then I schedule it in Later to go out at about 5:45. So that I'm in the car driving to class, I'm not worrying about posting on social media, but I know my post is going to be there at the most popular time for my audience. So look at your insights, it'll tell you information like that. Facebook is the cover, that's the big banner at the top, on both your personal page and your work page up to date. And does your banner make it clear what you do, who you are, and where you do it? The reason you want to have this on your personal page as well is if you're sharing your classes in local groups on Facebook communities, that's coming from your personal page. And if someone wants to go, oh, they looked interesting, let me click her profile, they want to see on your profile the same information repeated. That you are a local yoga teacher, your classes are relevant to them, there's a free introductory offer, and your personal Facebook page will get more traction than your business one. So double check both your business and personal cover photos. It's obvious who you are, what you do, and where you do it. Same as Google My Business, try and get a minimum of 1 review a month on Facebook. All you got to do is ask your students. You know, send an email once a month. I hope you've been enjoying classes this month. I'd love it if you could leave a review. Okay. Have you gone live? Ideally, let's make sure you're going live. If not, you're sharing little videos instead. People want to read your posts, they want to see your pictures, and they want to get a feel for you talking and interacting live. And lastly, on the last little page, do you use something like Linktree or Bitly? This is how on Instagram you can have one link that when someone hits it, opens up multiple links to all the different things that you do. Super easy to forget to update it. So on your monthly audit, if you use Linktree, Bitly, something like that, to go in once a month, check all the links are still working, check they're still current, and check that the thing that's your most current priority is at the top of the list. So that is bang on 20 minutes. I hope that helped you. If that was a whirlwind of information, I'm just going to give you a very brief top priorities. Your name must be clearly obvious everywhere. Please don't make me dig around for your names anymore. Okay? Your face must be clearly visible. People want to know you. And it doesn't matter if you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel perfect, you don't feel like you look like a yoga teacher, you don't feel comfortable in your body. This is what we have to step up to. Own our uniqueness, own our vulnerability, and really be proud of the fact that yoga is for everyone, irrelevant of how we look, how we feel. We show up in our vulnerability and we lead by example. So please stop hiding. Get your name and your photo up. If you've done that, work through the rest of the audit. And just, I want to give you this monthly audit online checklist. But as I said, it's a part of my paid for mentorship program. So it's not fair for me just to email it straight out to you. So if you would like a copy of this so you can tick it off, please reach out in a message to another yoga teacher who would benefit from this group. Share them the link for the group and tell them why you love this group. Then they hit that link to join. It says, did someone recommend you? And they might write, yes, Sam. And then I know to message Sam with this link. Please don't just hit the plus invite option, because then they don't answer the questions and then they won't get to share your name and then I won't get to give them this. So yes, thank you for your attention today. Go do your audits and I will see you back here next week. Diarize it, 10:30 every Friday. Thank you for joining me. I'll catch you in the comments with any questions. Bye for now.